fishing news is brought to you by Navionics, Okuma, Yozuri, Evinrude, Llama Glass, and the Star Island Yacht Club in Montauk, New York.
Hi there, Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman Magazine with this week's web video fishing forecast for New England. Well, first off, I want to thank everyone who came out this past weekend to the CMTA Hartford Boat Show. As always, it was great getting to speak with a bunch of fishermen subscribers, both brand new subscribers as well as people coming out to renew. Sold a bunch of 3R stickers to help generate additional funds for the satellite tagging program. Now, of course, you can purchase these stickers and become a part of the tagging team right now at thefisherman.com, or you can see us at any of the shows for any of the 3 editions all this winter. So that's New England, the Long Island, Metro New York, as well as down New Jersey, Delaware Bay. We've got the stickers at all of the shows. They're $10 a piece, and you help to contribute to the fund to purchase additional satellite tags in the ongoing Northeast Striped Bass Tag Study Program. Next show for us here in New England is coming up in a couple of weeks. February 14, 15, and 16. We're going to be once again back at Mohegan Sun Casino. This time it's the Connecticut Fishing and Outdoor Show. It's a brand new show. Have not done this one before. Different from the fishing show that we did last year at Mohegan. It was a great event last year, but it's a new promoter running this one. I'm going to have more details, of course, as we get closer to the date. But until then, you can check out some info on the show right now at thefisherman.com. We've got the list of speakers and so on. I'm actually going to be doing a couple of seminars at this show myself, Friday and Saturday. So give it a look, and I'll remind you once we get closer, of course. Now, there is, in fact, a show somewhat local this weekend. That's the New York Boat Show. It's taking place down in New York City this weekend. Now, if you're looking to do something on Saturday, or if you're already planning on attending, be sure to stop by the Steiger Craft booth. That's D72 from 1 to 2 p.m. or the Fisherman Magazine booth. That's number 252 from 2:30 to 3:30. Again, on Saturday, you got a chance to meet the past 3 Dream Boat Challenge winners. That's Garret Weir of Long Island. He won this year. Sam Dibner of New England, he won last year. Actually, I just had the pleasure of meeting him and Sam and his wife this past weekend at the boat show. And then Dave Wissemann, he won 3 years ago. Now, these guys are going to be talking about what it took for them to win each year, as well as probably passing along some tips to help you maybe take home the awesome grand prize Steiger Craft in 2020. In case you're unaware, it's a new boat for us this year. Still sticking with our friends at Steiger Craft, but we're stepping up to the 25-foot center console. The details are in that January issue of the magazine. Check it out. It's a sick boat. And I got one last thing to pass along before I get into the reports. Got a new video posted at thefisherman.com this week. It's the first in a 3-part series I did on rigging your kayak for fishing. If you recall, last summer, picked up a Old Town Predator PDL, finally got it rigged up, tricked out, ready to fish. Now, in this initial installment, hooked up with Paul Ferreira of Black Hall Outfitters and Hydra Concepts, and we wire up the Humminbird Helix 9 on my Predator 2020 Predator PDL. Of course, use Yak Attack hardware, Hydra Concepts hardware, and I just talked to Paul this morning. He said he's running a special promo offering 10% off your purchase from the website of Hydra Concepts, which you can find the link in the rigging video description. Just use the code, now it's going to be all one word, The Fisherman. We use the Hydra Concepts through hull wiring clamshells in the install, as you will see in the video, and I've been very pleased with them so far, so give them a look, use the code, get yourself 10% off. All right, moving along into the reports. As you can tell, I'm not outside today. I'm indoors where it's warm because honestly, it's just plain cold outside. We've been kind of spoiled the last few weeks. It's been warm, so perhaps I'm not used to it. But nonetheless, this cold is great news for ice fishermen, as fishable ice has been finally slowly expanding a bit south. Now, I'm hesitant to recommend anywhere specific, as the ice is still spotty in a lot of locations, but I'm sure there'll be some good options for the weekend. So be sure to do some scouting. And of course, keep in mind that if you do venture onto the ice this weekend, you should really treat this similar to that and how you would at first ice, as you might see back in December. Now, this is both in regards to safety, which should be top concern at all times on the ice, as well as opportunity. Be sure to pack and use your safety gear, including spud bar, safety picks, throw rope. Keep a change of clothes back in your vehicle in case the worst case scenario comes true. But always, it's one thing to have the equipment, it's another to know how to use it and have it readily accessible. So just take caution. Of course, if you get out this weekend, you catch anything, be sure to send those pictures over to me, Lapinski at thefisherman.com. I'd love to feature you next week, or whenever you catch those fish, send them along to me. All right, one bright spot despite this cold that we've had this week is the past few days, the cod fishing actually been pretty good. I guess I shouldn't say actually, as it's been building, we've got the bait out there. It's really just the weather that's been hindering success, but we finally got a little bit of consistent weather. The boats have been finding pool fish up into that 20-pound class. Not all the fish that size, but they are consistently mixed in. France's fleet sailed twice last week with really good results. They report both on jigs as well as clams. They also said they're continuing to see bait on the ground. Their Monday trip this week was, or Monday or Tuesday, I forget, was a bit slow. But nonetheless, we've got some great weather. They plan to sail every single day the weather allows for it. Of course, you got to book your reservations with them in advance. Phone number 401-783-8513. You can not only verify the weather, verify the next sailing date, book your spot. Also heard from Captain Greg on the Black Hawk. He's actually out fishing right now as you're watching this report, but he plans to sail Friday and Saturday. And of course, he's going to be leaving at 4 a.m. from the winter home in the Noank Boatyard. This isn't their usual summer home over on the Niantic River. They moved to Noank for the winter months as it cuts the travel time to the COD grounds. It cuts it down quite a bit. So give them a call today if you want to get in on this trip. Last I knew they had a couple of spots left. That number is 860-448-3662 to reserve your spot. As once again, all of these trips pretty much in the winter are reservation only for the winter cod fishing, so be sure to give them a call. You can of course check what their sailing schedule is as well. All right, well, there you have it. I'm Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman Magazine, wishing you tight lines if you head out onto the water this weekend.